G'day guys. Now we're going to be talking briefly about tablets. Okay, now tablets are pretty straightforward. This will be very brief. There's some basic rules and I've written them down ahead of time because I'm a crap writer. Firstly, to where possible, use the whole tablet. Okay. Now obviously they're designed to be broken up at times. And to never use less than half a tablet where possible, and to use as few as possible. Okay, now just to give you a bit of an idea with this, when it comes to giving out medication when it involves the tablets, let's say for example, okay, we have, I'll just keep that up where you can see it as a basic rules. Let's say that we've got 3 different strengths of tablets. We've been given a supply of 5 milligram, 2 milligram, and 1 milligram. Okay, and these are the ones that we have available to us. And we're told that we are to give out 7 milligrams of a drug. Okay, well, our options there are, if we wanted to, we could actually give out 7 of the 1 milligram. That's going to get pretty messy. It's not going to be very cost effective. Usually the drugs, you know, the more tablets you're handing out, the more costly it is. Okay. We could do 3 of the 2 milligrams and 1 of the 1 milligram to make 7. Still not very good. What would be ideal is giving a single 5 milligram and a single 2 milligram. Okay, so that's 5 and 2 is 7. Okay, so 1 times 5 milligram plus 1 times 2 milligram. Okay, so we've given 2 tablets and we've achieved the dose. Okay, so let's go another one. 12 milligrams. Okay, now same thing. We're after the minimal dose. We could give out 12 tablets, but you're going to likely drop some of those, and there's too many. There's, you know, they're going to end up choking and all sorts of crap. So the idea is to try and keep it minimized. So here, the minimal amount we can give really is 3 tablets, being 2 times the 5 milligrams, because that gives us 10, plus 1 times the 2 milligram, which gives us 2, and that's going to give us the 12 milligrams. Okay, let's try that again with another number. 15 milligrams equals, well, most economical way is using the 5 milligrams. Always go for your biggest value. Okay, so 3 times the 5 milligrams. Okay, so that's going to be the cheapest and most efficient way of doing it. Now, let's say that we were told to give 2.5 milligrams. So 2.5 milligrams. Well, what we're looking at is a bit of a fraction here with things. We could give one of the 2 milligrams and half of 1 milligram. Or we could just break a 5 milligram in half. So this is really where you're using your normal monetary skills. Okay, if someone was after $7, you give them a 5 and a 2. If someone was after $12 and wanted correct change, you give them 2 5s and a 2, being that you don't have a tenner available. Okay, now knowing that you've only got these available in your money, somebody asks for $15, you give them 3 5s. So it's exactly the same. When we're working with tablets, just try and think in a financial way, and you'll be able to easily take that style of thinking from your financial across into your issuing of medication. So when it comes to 2.5 milligrams, okay, in this case, well, something which is different to using banknotes, you can't really break them in half. Is using 1/2 times the 5 milligram. Okay, So that way you are giving out exactly what's needed. Let's say we go to a different value, just something that's a bit bigger. Okay, so if we say, okay, we have a choice of a 60 milligram, a 120 milligram, a 180 milligram. Excuse me. And we are told that we are required to give 180 milligrams. Well, obviously, the easiest way is to give one tablet, the 180. We could give two tablets, being the 120 and the 60. We could give three tablets, being the 60. Okay, if we were told to give a dosage, let's say 150 milligrams, okay? Okay, so we've got to look at what's going to work. Well, 120 works, 60 works. Doing it in divisions of 60, well, if you do two 60s, it's 120 anyway. To get it to 150, you'd have to break that in half. So you'd end up with 2.5 tablets of that. However, if you go using the 120 milligrams and half of the 60, that'll give you the 150 milligrams. So writing that down, that'll be 1 times 120 plus 1/2 times 60. That'll give you a 120 plus 30 equals 150. Okay, so it's all about mixing and matching with the very minimum that you can, keeping in mind with the manufacturer, it's expensive to punch out tablets. Well, you know, a lot of the time it is, mostly because of the cost of the drug. However, if you're punching out a tablet that's twice the amount, it's not that much more expensive. So it works out more efficient to be using the minimal number of tablets, just using a higher dosage. Okay, so we use as few as possible. Under half a tablet gets really difficult to break up. Okay, so using a whole tablet where possible. All right then. As always, go and play with this. Think about different dosages, think about different things that could be prescribed, and see what you can come up with. Okay, you may find some medication in the cupboard and decide, okay, what would it be like if I was going to be taking 450 milligrams of paracetamol or something of the like. See what's available and see what you can do with it. Okay, thank you very much. I'll talk again later.